Okay, it's July 23rd today, and it's been a little bit demoralizing a week for the peppers, but I figure I'll just go through it and give a bit of an update anyhow. So these are the Kratkeys. You may remember them as the plants that were on my desk previously. I have since done some shifting around and have put them here now. So the Chocolate Reaper and the Ghost Pepper plant are doing fine, no issues there. The Carolina Reaper, though, is a completely different pepper plant. It came from the wet pot, and to explain why I did this shift, I should probably show you back here. So this is a Vivison growth tent that I bought off Amazon. I wanted a more dedicated home for the deep water culture buckets, and so I wound up sticking them in here. And ever since doing that, it has been very fraught with challenges, and I guess I should start with the leftmost plant over here. So before I put this one in, it was actually a previous plant, and that was the one that initially got root rot when I first transplanted it. Getting back from my vacation, though, after recording that first video, I realized that there was a really bad case of root rot that I just somehow missed until I put it under different lighting. And looking at it, like in hindsight, I probably could have very easily fixed the rot, but at the time it just seemed really insurmountable, I think in part because I'd just gotten back from a trip and was a bit stressed. And so in a moment of impulse, I wound up throwing out that plant and just killing it, which I feel really stupid and badly about looking back on it, but at the time it just felt like it was insurmountable. Like I could have easily gone through and trimmed it, I just didn't think to, no excuses. But ever since transplanting this guy, it has not been doing terribly well. I trimmed back the roots a fair bit, and this is also probably a little bit impulsive of me. I probably didn't need to go anywhere near that crazy. But I was just really fearing a case of further root rot like what these guys had, and so I just thought to myself, yeah, let's trim it back, surely it'll be fine. But no, it has in fact not been fine, and it's been struggling a fair bit. Like, we're 4 or 5 days in, the roots basically look the same, there hasn't been any new growth. And I mean, the plant isn't getting worse by any means. I mean, it droops a bit during the day because of the lights, and then when they go off at night, it perks right back up. But all the same, it's just been really sort of unfortunate to see, because I felt like I was doing really well, and now there's a chance that I lose like both my Carolina Reaper plants, and that's just been stressing me out a fair bit this week. I'll level with you. And then unfortunately, that's not where the problems end, because this ghost pepper plant also got a case of root rot, and it happened after I basically redid the nutrients, and I think I may have slightly put them a bit too high. And so this guy got root rot. It was right around the same spot that it got it last time, near the top, and so I had to go at the thing with scissors and get all of it out, and then dip it in hydrogen peroxide, yada yada, usual deal. But it's making me realize that I think the air stones that are in these things are way too small, because this thing is about 1 inch by 1 inch compared to 12 inches of space, and so I suspect that the roots just aren't getting enough oxygen. And so to that end, I've gone on Amazon and purchased some new ones that are 4 by 4 inches, and I'm sort of hoping that that makes things better. I'll monitor it, obviously, but it's just all in all been very demotivating. And like, the worst part too is I can't even use this dedicated grow light that I have. I've had to use these stupid strap-on ones because these, even at their lowest setting, get far too bright, and they were causing this thing to wilt to an even worse degree than they are right now. And so I've had to just downgrade slightly, and I'm sort of hoping that this will bring it back. But it's just all in all not been fun. Like, I feel like these were going super well, and then I get back and made a couple of stupid impulsive mistakes, and now all of a sudden I'm on the verge of losing like a second plant and not having any Carolina Reapers, and it's just sad. Like, I went into this thing with a plan, and it felt like that was going swimmingly, and then I just made 1 or 2 dumb mistakes. But I'll hold out hope, obviously. There is a chance that it bounces back. And I mean, this doesn't seem to be any worse a plant right now, so it's possible that maybe I just really shocked it, and it just needs more than like a week to bounce back. But if by this time next week the roots don't look any different, I'm very slowly losing hope. But, all the same, can't give up, just have to sort of keep doing what I'm doing, and eventually I'm sure it'll bounce back. But, yeah, just been kind of a sad week or so.